Live.
Hey guys, I know who I got a moment here.
Another impromptu soft opening.
Nobody's watching this right now.
I don't know why, but they might. You never know.
Two people are watching. Two people.
Happy Labor Day, gentlemen.
Four.
To introduce some of the people in the crowd here, for those that don't know, we decided an impromptu fantasy draft here. Eric on the screen. I mentioned to him, like, hey, we should do this next year, when we get some time. But our fantasy league is called the last second league, so no better way to do this than at the last second. So we are 4 minutes away from the start of our fantasy draft. And of course, I'm Greg Braggs, and there's my co-host and producer offset to the left, Jake, my good buddy Jakey, Jake the Snake, as we call him in this league.
Nobody calls me that.
In the middle of the screen, sandwiched in between me and Jake, is old Jimmy, the Jimmy Sandwich. You want to say hi to everybody, Jimmy?
What's up, everybody?
Jimmy James on the mic. Welcome to Braggs in the Stands. And then, of course, Joey Two Scoops, my guy. Joey Two Scoops on the mic, reunited.
What's up?
Reunited,
and it feels so good.
That's my guy, Joey. That's what I'm talking about. From Shy Fans in the Stands yesteryear. What a year it was, my man.
Might be able to use a different graphic.
Welcome to the last second league draft once again. You were in the league last year, and you got to witness my first ever fantasy championship. I'm very proud.
Yeah, he'll never let anyone forget that.
So we got a lot in here. We got 3 minutes to go, and we've got I got to start sharing this along so people can watch us draft in our fantasy. Joe.
Well, it'd be nice to share the actual screen.
Last night, right?
Greg, are you not going to introduce me?
Eric, I thought I introduced you. I apologize. So yes, at the bottom of the screen, my man Eric, not the guy that just popped in, but my man Eric here. He's my neighbor. I got a few neighbors on the screen. He's one of them. And Eric was the reason we started this. He was like, hey, we got to get on this thing, and we got to, do it last second like we do everything else when it comes to this fantasy football league.
Yeah, everything, literally.
If you want to say hello, Eric, there you are. There you go.
It wouldn't be last second without deciding to stream literally 10 minutes before
my day or my weekend of Trubisky victory lap.
Yeah, it's turning into a week-long victory lap.
Listen, it's a weekend long. And now the man that just popped in, of course, is our guy, Johnny B, the Kansas City Chief, phenom fandom man.
Let's go.
He's all over it. And, if you follow him on Twitter, he's infamous for his duck races. We'll get into that.
It feels really good to be the reigning champion of the real football NFL league.
What do you want? Are you on a computer or are you on your phone?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. You just sound kind of quiet. I don't know.
What about now?
There you go.
There
you go. So you guys go ahead and talk. I gotta share things along, and I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. And don't be shy. Some people get camera shy, but just pretend as if no one's watching, because no one really cares anyway. And
I can't imagine too many people are watching anyway.
But hey, like I said, we're gonna get it going. And
31 folks.
Well, it's Labor Day. Everybody's home. We've been all fired up. There's our guy Tucci's. He's a good friend of Joe and ours. And that's what I'm saying. People are at home. They want to hang out. We're here to talk some football too, ladies and gentlemen, while we try to. So, for the people that are in our league that were too shy, that didn't want to come in, maybe they just want to lock in to the draft because they're trying to win a championship here. So we got.
It just started.
All right. So first on the board is the man at the bottom of the screen, Eric. And, it's a pretty obvious pick. So,
I'm Greg.
I don't know how much time you're going to need, but I'll tell you what.
Greg, I'm just excited to finally get CMC on one of my teams. I've never owned him. I'm about to now.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before
I should get a discount for my bullshit draft position with the mistake.
Yeah, bro, I him too.
Well, like I said, Eric, before you do, you'd be doing me a huge favor if you let that beautiful clock run a little longer so I could get this show shared along. That's what I need from you. Because I can't.
Imagine if you would have thought of this like 30 minutes ago.
Well, Eric, you can blame Eric for this. Do not blame me. Do not blame me for this. I have no control. It's all Eric's call here, you know.
Hey,
and I,
Greg,
ahead,
we're already 3 picks deep. You're on the clock, man.
Yeah, shake
What?
wall.
Oh wait, I'm on the clock. 2 scoops on the clock.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, see,
scare
look
me.
at this distraction you've created.
Oh wait, no, you are on the clock. Never mind.
Yeah.
Braggs
You
is
are.
on the
Oh
clock.
my God!
Yeah. Come
I
on,
think
Greg.
this is gonna work out for us because Braggs
were the
is just
first
gonna get so
three
distracted, not even
He's gonna
realize.
He's gonna take Mitch.
Please take Mitch.
I'm gonna take.
Mitchell
Man,
Schwartz.
I'm gonna
baby.
take, since my guy Michael Thomas went off the board, I think I'm gonna take Ezekiel Elliott.
Didn't you take him last year?
No, I did not.
No.
I like
Herbert's
Alvin
really
Kamara,
bad this
but
year.
you know, Alvin had a down year last year. He might have a bounce back. I think I'm gonna go with Ezekiel here.
Well, Alvin's been having his back issues too.
Well, then somebody else can draft him because I just drafted Ezekiel Elliott with my number 1 pick.
It's probably pretty smart.
You know what I'm gonna do now, Greg?
What's that?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake things up a little bit here, and I'm gonna upset Johnny B-side. I'm gonna take Clyde Edwards-Helaire here.
I am quitting the draft.
Wow, in the first
Right
round.
now.
Damn. Nice.
I love him. I love him.
I thought he was in
drop
top 9
and let me take my guy.
What can I say? I like him in PPR. I like him to catch a lot of passes. Be it all, he's got no competition.
Well,
As a rookie,
I had these Jordan prints coming from one of my artist friends, and you certainly are not getting one now. I'll tell you that.
This is going pretty interesting now. I'm thinking I might get somebody.
shout out to AC. I saw that comment. Of course, you're always holding it down, and you know I'm holding it down in the region, of course. And AC is one of my favorite Bears follows. She's always keeping me in line. If you ever talk smack about Jay Cutler, I'll tell you what, AC will tear you a new one. So
No, I love Jay Cutler. I like when he said, "What are you going to do?" His girl, he said, "Nothing. I'm not going to do anything today," because he's.
Yeah, I liked him at first, and then at the end, I couldn't live without. I don't want to make AC mad, so no Cutler slander tonight.
Damn it! You know, this is exactly what I thought would happen. I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna drop out of the league at the moment. All right, let's see here. God damn it! Pardon my language.
No, it's okay. You know, it happens. This is, you know, children may be watching, but, you know, they see worse on the regular TV. So
I go with Devontae.
Devontae, man.
So many targets. I got to take it, you know? Who else do they throw?
PPR.
Lazard? You know what I mean? Come on. I get another pick on the turn, so. I was really hoping Derrick Henry was going to fall, but.
Yeah. Adam sniped him from you.
He did.
Yeah. Felt like I went safe with Ezekiel, but I had to do it, you know? It's frustrating.
Oh, yeah, you had to.
Michael Thomas, but my man Zelms got smart on it. That dude's a lock every year to do exactly what he does. I mean, it's seriously, every 3 years, Joe, you can speak on it. You were on a fantasy football show, the Fantasy Football Goon. I mean,
That's
Michael
right.
Thomas is probably the most productive wide receiver of the last 4 years, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, he was. No one was even close to him last season, Greg, and there's a reason he's going in the first round of drafts.
Aaron Jones. God, I really like Austin Eckler, but now that Rivers is gone,
Packers taken very early.
I really like Nick Chubb.
I really like that Josh Jacobs pick. I think he's due for a breakout this year.
Yeah.
He was awesome last year with a terrible team.
Yeah. And
Who are we missing of the group? We're missing Adam, who said Adam's at his cousin, so he's punking out today, and that's okay, Adam. But we miss you. And who else are we missing here? Peter. I don't think Pete would know how to use this. Joe's met Pete. Joe met Pete at the Bears game.
Yeah,
He had his
Mr.
shirt
Pete.
off.
so
tough.
Joe, I'm sure you've read. They said they're going to start throwing to Jacobs this year too.
They had their eye on him too.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, if Jacob starts catching a lot of balls, he's easily going to finish inside the top 10, probably top 5.
Yep,
got that infamous potential sophomore slump. You always got to watch out for him. But he's a baller for sure.
He is a baller.
I'm trying to think though, who else? I got to look through our list so we can start.
Adam just took my guy too. Jesus Christ! I swear to God.
Tyreek, all your
John,
Chiefs.
you're not going to end up with any Chiefs.
Seriously, redraw.
So Calhoun, P.
There's one Chief on the board.
Yeah,
That is
Calhoun, Pete,
questionable.
Zelms, and Adam all missing. That's okay. We're not going to hold them against them. It might be Cameron Shire. I mean, like I said, you know, they might be locked into a championship. I know Zelms is. Zelms is always one of the top dogs in our league. Not to say that we're all fairly equal. You know, we've had a few different people come through. Everybody's been pretty solid, but anybody's chance? Yeah, this is a draft. Chris, my man, Chris Sandlin, the Sandman, over there at the Tape Never Lies Network, doing some hard work over there. We appreciate you joining in. And there's my man Chubbs. Yeah, Sandlin, we decided to do an impromptu fantasy draft live. We do this. This is my league. We've been doing this for I don't know how many years now, Jake.
I mean, in different variations, probably over 12 years.
Yeah, different variations over 12 years. And I only do one league a year, and we developed it into what we call the last second league because literally everything we do in this league is last second. From
anytime Greg is in control of something, it's
we know this about me, but yet you guys let me be in control of it every year, and it goes completely haywire.
It's just fun, you know.
There's never a dull moment. We always have drama in this league. There's always something that happens. And then, of course, this year, our man at the bottom left, Johnny B, he almost got kicked out of the league for no reason because in our first group chat, I accidentally added someone else.
You win a Super Bowl for real, all the Chicago fans get mad, and then they just try to just kick you out without telling you. I mean, I see how it is.
Exactly. Well, we draft many Chiefs players, and we want them. So
you guys are stealing all the Chiefs players. I mean, I got a bunch of these red shirts if you guys want them. I mean, you took our offensive coordinator for your coach. I mean, I can give it to you all if you want.
Oh, God. Look at Mikey. Hey, Mikey.
See, I have two computer screens. I have one computer screen for my draft, and then I have another computer screen off my laptop for our chat here, and I keep using the mouse for the computer to try to work this. It's really confusing. Yeah, being ADD is not easy, guys. We don't appreciate it, and you put me in charge of this. Sometimes I'll go to the gas station, and I'll pay for gas, and I'll just drive away. I'll do that at least once a month.
On purpose.
Not on purpose.
Right.
It's my charity. I come back for the gas.
Johnny's going to be joining us during the show to drop some picks and talk about a little gambling here and there and all that.
What do you think?
I'm lining up some sponsors too for some of my guys that do cross sports. I'm gonna have some Jordan prints coming our way for the show. Some really sick Air Jordan prints. It's gonna be phenomenal. I haven't even told Braggs about that yet. That just happened today, actually.
Hey, I like it. Making moves. I like it.
Yeah,
So think about this, Johnny. We can talk.
Hey guys, let me talk through this here right now.
All right.
Let me talk about what I got on the board right now. So I can take Joe Mixon falling to me at the end of round 2, which is a no-brainer. But then after that, I might make a reach after this pick.
All right, let's see
For
it.
who?
Because I don't have another pick until the after, you know. All right, so I'll take Mixon. And I'm gonna reach here. I'm gonna reach here for Thielen. I think he's in for a big year without Diggs.
Gonna get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
At least you
I
expect.
think he's in for a big year without Diggs.
It's a good thing I freaking was the champion last year because this is gonna be hard. I had a great draft last year, and I'm trying to see. Like last year, I went off my Twitter brethren. They helped me. They helped me draft a lot of Chris Carson and another running back they recommended, and I took them, and it helped me get to the championship. And now with everything we got going on with Eric, thank you very much. Eric. Now my head's spinning, and I'm going to lose. So this was a ploy by you, Eric.
It was.
So I lose my crown. That's
what's Twitter saying now, Greg?
Man, this
can't
is
tweet and do the show and do the draft at the same time. That's asking way too much. So I don't know what Twitter's doing because I can't ask them. I retweeted everything and I shared it along so we can try to get as many people in here. But the people in our chat, for those of you listening, Ben Alexandre, Air Jer, we got Steve Byers, Chubbs82, my representation, Bear Truth 9. He's the guy for you guys that don't know that's in the show right now. Bear Truth 9 is always checking my guard on my shows to make sure that he's representing me in the right way and I'm doing the right things, saying the right things. Bear Truth 9 always keeps me in line just in case you guys are interested. So these people need to help me win my championship again because I refuse to let any of these peasants that you see on the screen you win. I am your king, and I am not taking this crown.
Hey, King, I think you're on like auto pick because I don't realize.
You're not even paying attention to the draft. Big talker.
Yeah, you're not paying attention.
I think Braggs is on auto pick.
No, I am.
Yeah, you are, dude.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
Look at your team. Did you?
Yeah, you are.
No, I took that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Greg,
Fair enough.
It might
Greg,
it might be
is
on
there a way
auto
for you to
now
share
though.
the draft board, Greg?
Well, I'm doing it because I got to have something to cheer for. So sorry, he's gone. I got
Greg, is there a way for you to share the draft board or no?
That would be the producers.
I'm trying to draft, man. Hold on.
Man, Chris Godwin's gonna have a big year. He's got Tom Terrific on his team.
I'm gonna go a little gutsy here and take Toddy Gurley. I think. I don't love
that's
it.
really messy.
His
I don't
knees
know.
just exploded as you said that.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I don't know.
I
I
think
put
he-
my
He's gonna get a lot of targets. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of work in Atlanta. I don't know who he has really behind him.
I think Gurley got hurt playing baseball in that Gatorade commercial.
Oh,
He
that's
didn't even
right.
play the first time.
No, I loaded my guys up. That's what when it gets down to the last couple, I just queue it up.
I can't trust David Johnson for God's sake. I don't know, man. All right, I'm going Todd Gurley. We'll take a risk.
Yeah,
And may God have mercy on your soul.
I know, right?
Yeah,
he's
got-
gonna.
got
I mean,
some balls.
who else is gonna be his competition? Really?
That
I
is
guess his
true.
biggest competition is his own knee.
there goes Lamar. So Mahomes and Lamar are both off the board now.
Yeah, you ain't
Already?
getting Mahomes. You took my other two. I reached for him. Screw that. I don't care if I lose. You ain't getting Mahomes.
He's gone. Oh God! Look at this back-to-back stuff. Come on now.
All right, guys. Everybody in the chat, not you, Jamoke, on the show. Everybody in the chat, 5 picks away. All right. And on the board, we've got Allen Robinson. Best tops available are Allen Robinson, Odell Beckham, Juju, Cortland Sutton, AJ Brown. Oh, there goes Allen Robinson. Somebody's quit listening.
It's me.
All right.
All right, let me see if I can.
Oh my God! No, I'm kidding. I'm still 4 picks away now.
All right, I'll see. I got a lull here. I'll see if I can pull this board up.
There you go.
I think Greg can always pause the draft too if we.
We ain't pausing it because then the people that aren't on the draft that aren't here are gonna get mad. We did this last second, so we got to just go with the flow. I don't want to inconvenience anybody else. If I have to be inconvenienced, this
No,
is
it just inconvenienced me because I'm running a comment section and a draft. and
What about we just do the 30 seconds that was proposed earlier?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Speed draft.
Yeah.
Jake was so mad that I even suggested that.
what
I
to
mean,
do this?
30
Oh,
seconds
30
is pretty.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, 30
You see
seconds.
how long I take to pick
All right,
anything?
I'm one
It'd be pretty awesome.
Joey 2 Scoops is up right now, and I am
No,
right.
I'm not.
Oh no! Wait, I'm on the clock. Jeez.
No, not you.
I'm up
Mark's
next.
on the clock, right?
Do you know which team that you have, Greg?
I guess.
Whoever the pink helmet is up. Pink helmet.
Calhoun.
All right, so Woods just went. 2 Scoops is on the clock now.
I see.
All right, how do I get to my queue? Here we go. Take my boy Tyler Lockett.
It's a good pick.
Seattle's gonna rip it up this year.
They sure are, Joe. And for that, I am bringing back my guy.
Yeah, he got sniped from me. That's okay.
Who was that guy?
Carson.
Chris Carson.
Oh, all right. I see it now.
He did great. He was consistent last year. ESPN 1000 did a live draft. Bleck and Abdallah late night show, and they did a live fantasy draft. And I tried to convince them to take Chris Carson, and they didn't. I'd have to go back to remember what player they took, but it was a mistake. Chris Carson is consistent, and Seattle's got a good offense. You know, he's
Hey, there we go.
Oh, that's fancy.
Hey,
Man.
that's our producer, ladies and gentlemen, pulling up the fantasy draft impromptu last
You even
second.
see it though?
Yeah, we all see it. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, I guess it's, no, we can't. It's got to, but
This is pretty much the best I can do, I think.
it's hard to see for the viewer, but they, yeah, I guess
Does that
work
help?
on it. Fine, go ahead, Ward, do your thing. You're good. We appreciate the effort, man. This is, learning on the fly. That's what I was going to tell you, Johnny. You know, I appreciate you talking about some of your ideas for your segment that we talked about. And, you know, I figured since we're on, I guess we could talk about some of the developmental stages since I got you here.
All right.
And sorry, Chris Gonzalez, why my Wi-Fi screwing up? Well, I'm on my wife's laptop, and then I also have a computer screen in front of me. The laptop is Wi-Fi only, unfortunately, so I have no choice in this matter. So bear with me. But back to you, Johnny. I was going to say, you know, I want to call your segment Johnny B's 5 Best Bets. How do you feel about that?
Hey, Greg, are we going to talk about the
I
draft
actually
at all?
think
Or
that's,
just gonna keep,
I was thinking about that today, and 5 is an incredible amount of bets. People don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Obviously, they know I'm a tennis player, but I also was a very good high-level basketball player. So I'm thinking that we should call it Johnny B for 3, and it's going to be the 3 picks.
That sounds
Alright.
good.
Into basketball, ties into sports gambling. And I'll give
Hey,
you 3
it's your
picks.
segment. I like it.
Johnny B for 3. That's what I think it should be called.
Lock it in. Lock it in,
Perfect.
Jake.
All right, I'll lock it into my machine here.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
people to make 5 bets. and
Locking
say,
in Johnny B for 3.
Guys,
holy
we
cow, I
gotta
just
talk
made
about
5 bets, and they'll be freaking out, you know.
We got to talk about fantasy football on this show, or Eric is gonna burst the bubble. You can see he's getting upset. Go ahead, Eric.
do you see the smoke coming out of my ears here?
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
As I did last week when everyone said Trubisky wasn't gonna start.
Let's
No,
not
I
go
was
there.
thinking I had a decision to make there because I wanted a tight end, so it was either Andrews or Ertz, and I ended up going with Andrews.
Andrew's
call.
I think Lamar's
tearing
not
it
throwing
up
the ball a
again.
lot.
Andrews
This
is
is
a
a
beast.
See, now everybody just at home gets to just see what I'm looking at as I'm trying to pick players. So you see my stupidity in action.
my guy. I had him drafted him last year. Actually, I didn't do too much because I couldn't start him too much. But this year, I'm starting.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins, boy, he's
Don't still get him the ball, baby.
What's that?
I'm talking about my pick. I took Terry McLaurin.
Ooh, Mustard went early. Oh.
And I thought about Jonathan Taylor, but
Look at this.
Already
I
had
got
a-
a pick coming up. Or donk. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
What are you going to do with your life?
I like Jonathan. Jonathan Taylor's interesting, but you still have Mac there. You still have, Nyheim Hines, and what is he going to do? You know what I mean?
He's going to be the guy eventually, but it's probably going to be later half of the season
Oh,
for
look, I'm
sure.
on the clock. I know. Cam Akers. DeAndre Swift, his value has been a little chopped because now you got
You got
AP
AP
there.
now.
And it's, oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy. What's
So
wrong
what's
with
the
A.J.
debate here?
Brown? What's that?
I said, what are you deciding between?
I think I'm going receiver here. See, now everyone gets to just watch me being erratic as I'm looking for players. I like A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
I'm thinking A.J. Brown.
AJ Brown's really good.
I don't know. He's got a Q. I don't know what his injury is.
But Cortland Sutton's also a monster.
I know. They have a lot of. I'm going to go AJ. Who's that speedy guy that Denver just got? Their young guy, Jerry Jeudy.
Jeudy.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy.
I
And
thought you were talking about KJ Hamler.
now, who's the other receiver in Denver?
KJ Hamler.
Don't talk to me like that, Greg.
From Penn State.
Your tone, I don't appreciate it.
When you kept asking, I gave you the answer.
Oh, I'm on the clock again.
I know.
Do you know?
Listen here.
Oh,
Man.
what am I doing with my life? All right, I'm gonna take a Jonathan Taylor flyer here. See what happens. That offensive line is so damn good. See,
So damn good.
I like it.
now I get to wait. This draft is moving along pretty fast, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I have a guy in mind that I'm hoping falls for me, but I don't know if it's going to make it there or not.
Who is it?
I'm talking about 7 picks.
Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, I mean, Greg. Now that you're done, now that everything that you've gone through, you pretty much have to pick Mitch at some point, right?
Last round? I don't know. And no one else is going to take him, so I might as well wait.
No, Greg, you have to take Taylor Gabriel, Greg.
Why do I got to take Taylor Gabriel? He's sitting out this year because of the COVID.
That's why you have to take him.
That's why he's your boy.
Tariq is normally on my team every year because my team name is named after Tariq, chicken salad served cold. So I be on the lookout. You never know.
I agree with Chubbs. I think Michael Gallup, yeah, he's going to have a big year.
Yeah, I agree too. I think he's. I didn't want to take Amari too high, so I'm glad somebody else did.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in the
A lot
chat.
of good receivers. Running back is getting pretty thin.
Huh. All right.
Devin Singletary's a guy that had a pretty interesting year last year, but I guess people are not too high on him out of camp right now, from what I've heard.
He's got Moss right behind him, too.
Yeah.
Kind of pressing him.
So Joey Two Scoops just selected Leonard Fournette. And I'm going to take another player that I had at the back end of my year last year who looked like a very good up-and-coming tight end in Tyler Higbee.
But Goff is throwing to him.
I don't care. You think they're going to get no yards? You got to get some yards. Answer me, Johnny.
I didn't hear you. It just sounded like the Charlie Brown parents. Sorry. Wah, 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 wah.
That's all everybody's been hearing on the last 6 months when I was trying to say who the starting quarterback for the Bears.
A lot of
Don't the Bears have like 27 tight ends on a team, or did they get rid of some of them?
We slimmed down our tight end room. We got rid of Trey Burton. He just went on IR again today for the Colts. So, that's bad luck for him that we had to deal with. Now we have Jimmy Graham and Cole Kmet. And I don't believe anybody's taking Cole.
Come on, don't make me draft Cortland Sutton.
You should draft him. He's very good.
I know. Don't make me do it though. I don't want
Don't draft him because I'll take him.
to.
Brad Hassey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, B-Rad? My good man B-Rad stood up at my wedding.
I hope this is true, Akeem, because I need to win and I need to shut Greg up because that's part of my
Never shut me up completely.
part of my
now.
joy in life is shutting up Greg.
Which is the task.
It is a task.
As Joey Two Scoops says,
It's a task.
we did a whole year together. He got
We've already talked through some strategy. I even made a little graphic that comes up in the corner. It's a little clock to tell Greg he needs to.
You two are going to
hurry
have
up and get through his
You
thoughts.
guys are going to have to form a support group together and talk about how I cut you guys off all the time.
I guess I have to do it at this point.
What are you doing?
What are we doing?
I had to do it. I didn't want to.
Do what?
Draft Cortland Sutton.
Well, good. Your team's gonna be happy.
And then
I'm sad you took him.
I'm following it up with the new darling now, Antonio
darling.
Gibson.
Okay.
There goes Gibson. Yeah, I was actually just gonna click on him and read about him, and then I was like, oh, everyone's gonna see that I'm clicking on players. About them. So this isn't really ideal for me, but got to make Greg happy.
I'm glad you avoided that situation there, Jake.
It's all for Greg.
No excitement there at all, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Do I take? I don't even want to say what I need to take because somebody's gonna take it. So I need to be quiet.
You're thinking about a certain position, Greg.
Yeah.
Does Greg
I
have
know.
any Bears yet? What's the over under at 2.5?
It's
2.5.
at this point we're going under. At this point,
When you auto draft your second and third round picks, it's hard to. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I got to go with
Imagine if your screen was showing.
Russell Wilson here. Since I'm living out in Seattle, I gotta get at least one Seattle player.
I thought about Russell Wilson.
Mr. Unlimited. Oh my god!
Because I love Russell. I'm a huge Russell Wilson fan.
There
There was a time where I used to tell Jake we need to draft that guy.
Yeah.
And we had Cutler at the time, and it was like, well, we don't need a quarterback. We need to draft who did we draft?
Who did want him on the Bears was Mike Tice. Remember that? He was actually stumping for him, and no one listened to Mike Tice.
Yep.
Always listen to Mike Tice. If you're ever hanging out with Mike Tice, you listen to him.
I'm following Jimmy's lead, and I'm also taking a quarterback in Kyler Murray.
And I am going with Dak Prescott because I have Amari Cooper.
the quarterback run has begun.
Should be
I'm gonna roll with Mitch.
Quarterback run or something.
It's going to be a crazy year. You got to have a solid quarterback, man.
Yeah, I got Dak to stack with Amari Cooper.
So, Joe, who are the late round fantasy sleepers?
Who are the guys that I'm going to tell you that I'm going to want later on?
Maybe give us a breakdown here. You got the fantasy football good show going on. You get
Absolutely, man. I'll go ahead and say it. It's part of what I got to do anyway. So, at the end of your draft, you're looking for quality running backs, right? You're looking for quality wide receivers. There's a lot of great backs in Las Vegas that are a lot of wide receivers in Las Vegas that are going under the radar. You got a new starting quarterback and a starting running back in LA to keep an eye on. So those are some of the guys I'd look at. There's some sleeper wide receivers like Deontay Johnson, who I'm a big fan of. Christian Kirk going ridiculously late. Those are just some guys to kind of grasp onto. Even take a flyer on, the three-headed monster down there in Jacksonville now between Chris Thompson. You got Armstead, who's on the COVID list, but when he does come back, he's probably going to be the lead dog. So lots of sleeper options, Greg.
Add to queue.
I know. It was going to happen anyway.
It's good commentary. Appreciate it.
Great. Joey brings it. Joey's a fantasy football aficionado. Jake loves his fantasy. We call him Jake the Snake here, as everyone knows.
You already said that.
Well, I'm talking to the chat too.
You've already said it.
Yes, and I'm letting like my guy over here, Brian Tonsoni over there from Assembly Call. Jake and Jimmy went to IU. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Assembly Call podcast, but Brian Tonsoni, one of the main hosts of the show, is in the chat and a huge supporter of ours, and we appreciate him joining. So I gotta make sure everybody in the chat knows who I'm talking about.
Hey, Joe, and everyone else out there, I got a question for you guys. When you're drafting, do you guys pay any attention to bye weeks, or is it just
absolutely not? Absolutely not.
I agree.
Of course,
I agree. I don't pay any attention to them.
Maddie,
you just got to win.
Why not?
Yeah.
Matty Ice might be the number one quarterback with all the garbage time. They're going to be behind all year long.
That's what I'm saying. And not to mention that their running back situation. Well, I guess I have Gurley. Shit. I had
jinxed
Gurley,
it now.
didn't I? Oh, crap.
I'll tell you what, too.
What happens when you
I'm
broadcast
so out of the loop with fantasy as we come into it in the last second league, but this year more than ever, obviously, because you just haven't seen anybody. It's like so much more like college football where you kind of learn the teams in the first couple weeks of the season. So, there's going to be a lot of people available in those, first few weeks coming off the waiver wire. You know that.
Going with my guy T.Y. Hilton.
Damn. Right before I'm about to take him, too.
What can I say, Greg?
That pissed me off. Something fierce.
Did you really think I was going to let him go into the 7th round?
Well, I don't appreciate it.
He's got Phillip Rivers now.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what I'm going to do right here?
David Montgomery.
I'm going to draft
Tariq.
my first Chicago Bear.
Don't draft Tariq.
10 toes down. Chicken salad. Tariq.
Yeah.
I mean,
Greg, it's too early for this.
We all knew
Wow.
that was coming.
That's way too early, Greg.
Greg.
no, don't tell me. I am your king. Don't forget it. I am your king. And until proven otherwise, you take advice from me. Joe, you sounded nice there for a minute, but everyone knows that I am the genius here.
You're the
We
what?
all saw how I called the Trubisky thing, so I am the smartest man.
You're not the only.
Even Tonsoni
knew that was gonna happen.
in the chat says, "Whoa."
You're right. Doubt the Bears. Who's going to get them touchdowns? Tariq Cohen's going to get them. Now we got some matchup. Now we get Tariq on some matchups against some linebackers, and good things are going to happen. We're going to play some power running football, and we're going to get Tariq open in space.
How many touchdowns did Tariq have last year?
Don't worry about it.
I just don't remember a lot.
Okay.
No.
Well, you're going to remember.
The problem is Greg's assuming that the Bears are actually going to score touchdowns this year.
Well, listen, they're going to have an improved offense because the offense they rolled out there last year was easily the most pathetic, putrid garbage. There's no way they're following that up. I'm trying not to jinx it here. But also, the Bears defense is always going to put them in good position. So, listen, as long as the Bears, as my guy Tom Waddle says, our first guest of our official launch Friday, we keep doing these soft openings. But as my guy Tom Waddle says, as long as the quarterback is average, they're going to score points and they're going to win games. So Tariq Cohen, as long as they get back to some average quarterback play at minimum, you're going to have Tariq Cohen more like 2018 and less like 2019. But that's all yet to be determined because I haven't seen them play. I can only go off of Adam Johns' articles.
Ted wants some fantasy opinions.
What do you want, Ted? Tell me.
Put them out there. Let's see them.
Well, you got to ask a specific question.
Yeah.
Throw out some questions.
True or false, maybe? Anything.
Do we want to help
Fantasy
him?
advice. Draft McCaffrey number 1.
That's right.
That's easy squeezy right there. It's as good as it gets.
J.K. Dobbins was somebody I was hoping was going to fall to me next.
He's going to be a big part of that offense, man.
Yeah.
So that was my pick, and I knew I couldn't let him wait because he wasn't going to get back to me. So
Yeah, I like J.K. Dobbins.
Okay. I don't need another. All the rest of the guys are wide receivers. I didn't need a wide receiver, so it was like I might as well just try.
So we got
Yeah, I need some.
Zelms is on the clock.
Actually, to that whoever was asking for advice, my advice: wait on quarterback. If you don't get one of the top 2, wait till the end of your draft.
Well, I am going to follow the advice, the sage advice that Joey Two Scoops just gave us. And I'm going to take advantage of that sage advice by taking Kyler Murray's target in Christian Kirk. Bam.
Very solid, Greg. You got the stack going on. That's what we like to talk about in fantasy.
Stack, baby.
That might have been my smartest move yet.
Was it?
I like it.
So
Maybe the auto draft was. Who knows?
And and a lot of you have been watching what's going on, and anyone watching what's going on in New Orleans with Alvin Kamara, you know that they're having some contract negotiations. So because of that, I'm taking Latavius Murray here.
Why is somebody taking my pick right before I pick it? This has happened 5 times already, and I'm out. I'm quitting.
They have their eye on him too.
John, as long as you pay your money, we're good.
Well, I was paying my money. That's not an issue. I got the cash. I got the money. Don't worry about it.
That's a fantasy football problem for kids that are 21. We don't have that problem.
So I don't know if you guys saw it, but to answer Ted's question there, I would keep Chark in that situation. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
Yeah, I saw DJ Chark is going to be an absolute beast with this year.
Yeah.
I'm all over him.
Yep. I think they're gonna throw the ball a lot. They're gonna be playing from behind all the time. They're gonna let it air out. I would keep Chark over all those guys.
Agreed.
So, who is on the clock, gentlemen? Adam,
Jake.
Wolf is on now.
Oh, Wolf is on.
Adam Gray is on the clock. Now Jake is on the clock. Our fine producer here of Brags and Stance. Going up the draft board.
Devontae Parker, I like because what are they going to do? They're going to air it out all.
Yep.
What else are they going to do? No, it hurts me a little bit. I need a running back real bad. But
So, did you take? No, you're still okay. No, you're back on the clock, Jake. He's quick.
so many receivers I like, and God.
What's the plus minus on Greg Braggs taking Miller?
I know we're getting closer to our
closer to that happening. Like I want to know if it's a minus 110 or a plus 105. I mean, I think it's probably going to be a minus. I think he might take him. It's favorable for him to take him.
I got to take Howard here, even though I'm taking 2 freaking Dolphins back to back. But
I've never heard of such a thing since Marino.
I absolutely need a running back with some floor, and Jordan's going to get those carries, probably more so than I'm starting Parker every week if I needed it. I don't know. I hate the running back in this draft.
These picks get ugly. These picks get ugly towards the end.
Oh yeah.
There's some dynamite running backs out there still, though, guys.
It's interesting doing it live because of the strategy behind it. You know, the Christian Kirk pool. You know, it's.
Are you trying to talk up your pick like it was awesome?
No, but hey, Joe's putting out information, and it's interesting. It's changing the dynamic of our draft a little bit, and I like it. It's an interesting dynamic, but I'm just pointing it out.
You changed the dynamic?
No, Joe is because he's kind of putting in advice. And
Joe's great.
Never had that element to our draft before, and now, it helped me with Christian Kirk. I'm sure it's helping others. I'm sure Adam's tuned in right now.
So basically, Greg's never had a coach before. So
that's right. No, you can't coach me. It's hard. Yeah, Johnny B-Side, Alex Acevedo. Alex, my guy over there at the Tape Never Lies Network, working hard for those guys. Alex, I'll tell you what, Johnny B-Side is a personality in and of itself. You might want to follow him on Twitter for his infamous duck races where guys put in money and then John has these ducks go down a creek. And then the
ducks line up.
Oh, you got to see it. John has an amazing ability to call the race in a way like horse racing, but almost more exciting because he does it very excitable like the horse race call, but he has all these funny little quips that he attaches, to what he's saying, and he's very clever. It seemed to just come right off the top of his head. It's impressive stuff. You should definitely check it out.
I appreciate it. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. You're crying. Thanks, Greg.
All right. So let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about Joe, two scoops, just taking Chris Thompson. That's I love that pick.
Yeah, guys, for those of you who don't know, they're banged up at running back in Jacksonville. Fournette's gone. Armstead's on the COVID list. Chris Thompson is going to be a PPR machine in Jacksonville. So that's why I had to take him there. I didn't think he'd make it back to me.
Well, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm getting a lot closer to that over-under Johnny said.
I know it, man. I know it.
So I did an auction.
Greg, you're insane, Greg. You're insane.
Defense doesn't count. Defense doesn't count.
They count.
Oh, it counts.
Let's look at Greg's
Let's go there.
I'm saying it's going to be Miller for the win. Miller for the win later.
Miller for the win. We're close.
I better draft Anthony Miller coming up here so that Greg doesn't get the over. If anybody's watching, the over-under was set at 2.5 Bears players on Greg's roster.
And so far, I took Tariq Cohen to always represent my chicken salad served cold team, named after Tariq. And then, of course, the Chicago Bears defense. I hate when other people get the Chicago Bears defense. They're going to ball out this year, and we're going to get some pick sixes from our brand new, shiny new second-round pick out there from Utah, the University of Utah, Jalen Johnson. He's a ball hog. And we've got a new pass rush with Robert Quinn opposite Khalil Mack. We're going to get some pick sixes because you can't avoid Kyle Fuller anymore by throwing to Prince of Mukamara. You got some ball hawks waiting for it now. Eddie Jackson's going to have a bounce back here. And then, of course, Cordero Patterson, the best kick returner in football. So, doubt me now.
Whoa. McCole Hardman Jr., bro. Are you serious? You're saying he's better than McCole Hardman Jr.?
I said what
All right, so I don't mean to cut you guys off, but let me talk general strategy here. Don't draft defenses before the 14th round.
I would agree 100%.
I mean, you're Greg, obviously you took the Bears defense, but you got Tyler Boyd sitting right there in the 11th round, 10th round.
I know. I've been spotting that.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was just taken.
I know. I took him. That's
everybody's avoiding Will Fuller from the University of Notre Dame.
No reason to.
So here's my decision right now. So I have Will Fuller is out there, very injury prone. He's high risk, high reward. Yeah. Or I'm thinking Jamison Crowder. He's a PPR monster. I mean, he's going to get 100.
Little banged up, but
yeah. So that's my decision right now. I got 20 seconds to make it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
I stayed away from Fuller last round, my last pick for me, just because of the injury history. He could go out in week 1 versus the Chiefs and not play the whole season. I mean, it is possible.
I figured with the depth I have at wide receiver, I'm fine taking Fuller because I can. It's a loop.
Another defense we've had now since I've taken the Bears.
Hey, hang on, Greg. Greg, is Poe Pimpin on auto draft?
He just took 2 defenses.
He just took back-to-back defenses.
Well,
that makes no sense.
I'll tell you what, Zelms is crazy. Zelms does this every year where he kind of just, he does what he does. He might not be available, but I'm telling you, he was doing it last year. We're making some very crazy, questionable moves, and he made it all the way to the fantasy championship.
Taking 2 defenses is not a.
I understand he's clearly auto drafting, but it's on his own volition. We put the text out. He didn't respond.
Man, Greg, you scared the auto draft by picking the Bears defense. Holy cow.
Don't be freaking me out. You guys are. So I'm going to go with the running back here. Take best player available. We're at that point.
Oh, going with a backup running back, I see.
Yeah, you can say running backs are a finicky spot. And especially in Detroit, it's a revolving door at that position. You just got to hope you hit,
So just walk you guys through what I just did. I grabbed wide receiver in Pittsburgh, Deontay Johnson. Kid is going to have a monster season with Big Ben back. He was good last year with a quarterback carousel. So
He's physically he's a beast. He's a big body.
He is big body, big hands, big points.
Yep. All right, boys. Time for a refill. I'll be right back.
Who's on the clock? Wolf. Wolf on the clock. Wow, Jonnu Smith going early, man.
I like him.
I like Jonnu too. I just like him better in like the 14th round.
Welcome to the chat, Ashley. Because love you too. Appreciate you joining. You know, this is a soft opening of Brags in the Stands. We've had 3 of these now. Hey, might as well get some practice doing the impromptu shows. That's what we like to do. You know, we're going to have our live shows every Friday night, but we want to be able to do fun things like this and go live whenever we can and have some fun. It's a pandemic. Might as well have some fun.
That's right.
Noah Font.
All right, so what did I miss? So we got Breida, Jonnu. Oh, Jerry, I like the Judy pick. So the Colts backfield is a interesting situation to watch moving forward, I think.
It is. I mean, and yeah, that's Marlon was sitting there real late. I hope that's. Yeah. I hope he doesn't. I mean, I took Taylor early, so I'm hoping.
Oh, so you got both?
No. I considered it though, but I was like, yeah.
Pete Lackett just took down Tom Brady, who was loaded in my queue.
I love it this late. I love it.
Yeah,
I was getting ready to draft him 5 picks from now. So that was Pete was here. His ears were burning, I guess, because now I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna have to go James White here.
PPR beast.
Take the value. I don't know what that backfield's going to look like. My God.
Well, I can tell you a little bit what it's going to look like because Damian Harris was just put on IR.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, did he go IR?
Yes, he did.
Short or long time? I didn't see that.
I believe it's 8 to 10 weeks or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
They have a 3-week IR now for this season. I know that. Yeah,
I've been gone all weekend. I didn't see anything.
They just announced it today.
Chubbs, put that comment on when you get a chance, Jake. Chubbs. You already know, Chubbs. We're getting the over for my guy Johnny B. He don't miss on his picks.
Never.
Well, you guys, you guys kind of forced my hand here. I didn't expect this guy to fall this far. I expect him to finish in the top 5 at tight end. Hayden Hurst on the board.
Yes.
Joe, that's a great pick, man.
That is a great pick.
I had to take him because he was still there.
Yeah. Had I not had Max Andrews on my team, I would have taken Hurst my last round pick.
I was scoping Hurst as well, but I have the Matt Ryan to Hurst connection would be nice if I didn't have Todd Gurley sitting as my 2 running back right now. I couldn't load up. With Falcons like that. I just didn't feel good about it. But I do like Hurst. I went with Fant in that regard.
Well,
I'm hoping he gets.
They could be trailing a lot. They could be trailing.
They will be. I have a feeling I'll be playing Kelsey and then having Hurst in the flex spot all year long.
Wow. When 2 tight ends works, it works.
So,
by the way, I'm 4-2 on my picks so far with 2 plays left today, and I did take your guys' Cubs at -1. It was the easy victory today.
Look at that. That's a free pick. That's on the house from Johnny B.
Hey, thanks for the advice there, John.
I love it.
Hey, Greg, you want a little tip for a bet you could make? There's 2 of them.
Okay.
DraftKings for the MVP. You can bet Khalil Mack for MVP 150 to 1.
When was the last? Can you guys? Who can guess who the last defensive player to win NFL MVP was?
Lawrence Taylor.
It's Lawrence Taylor.
No.
So that is, I've heard this talked about on the radio on ESPN 1000 before, that every year you should put a little money down on the best defensive player to win NFL MVP, because eventually it's going to happen and the odds just keep getting bigger. But it's a law of averages, right? Going a guy like Khalil Mack, if the Bears have a bounce back year and have some crazy miracle run, it's all going to be because of Khalil, right?
It's 150 to 1. I put $2 on it, Greg.
There you go. So might as well put a few shekels on it, right?
$300 is $300.
Hey, Mitch is 100 to 1 for MVP, Greg.
Mitch is 100 to 1.
I'll take my odds on Khalil Mack.
He gets, it should be more.
I thought it should be more for Mitch. 100 to 1, really?
That's what it is on DraftKings currently.
I would have said 180.
Is that the sports book? DraftKings sports
The sports book, yeah.
I can't even use that because I'm in Texas. I can't use it. So
gotta move to Indiana, Illinois.
Or Colorado.
I moved away from Indiana on purpose.
Yeah.
Hey Adam, if you're watching, that one's for you. I just drafted
Matthew Stafford.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sure
They were saying he was on pace before he got hurt last year to be like
Anthony Miller comes off the board. I cannot get him for the over for you, Johnny.
Lenny, thank you. Good thing the auto draft is in.
Well, Jimmy Graham, I
think he's off now.
Floating around out there or something. Maybe you can hit Jimmy Graham up and still get it. Is he still?
Cole Kmet's out there.
No,
Cordell last year we did not have enough trades in our league. We need to get back to wheeling and dealing. I know the snake always ruins this for everybody.
Like I say, every time the draft is over, all my players are available.
Yeah, you say that, Jake. That's because you'll get us into a negotiation where you snake us. We know how this works.
You're the only person that's easy to fool.
No, not at all. Our negotiations, when me and Jake negotiate for a trade, it is a harder negotiation than anything Ryan Pace has ever been through. We spend weeks debating about certain players, and we'll never.
Greg, talk us through your mindset. Who you taking? What are you doing?
So I was about to get to that, Joe. I'm glad you got me on track because I got 28 seconds left, and I took a peek in the third live fantasy draft the other night on Bears Barroom. You guys were all doing it together. Looked a lot of fun. And someone took Mike Gesicki from Miami, and I am going to take that because you said it was a great pick.
It is a great pick. It is a great pick, Greg. Gesicki is going to be the safety blanket down there, and I'm going to stick with Miami as well. This is a guy who I think might be the steal of this draft. I'm taking Preston Williams here.
Ooh.
He might be better than your guy Devontae Parker, Greg.
Uh-oh, spicy. My guy Devontae Parker.
Or whoever drafted him. I thought it was you, but never mind.
I'm going to take just a little strategy here. I have Delvin Cook. I'm going to take his backup as a little insurance because he is a little banged up sometimes. So that's what I'm going to do here late in the draft.
You gotta get the handcuff, Johnny.
What's that?
I said you got to get the handcuff. That's a good pick.
Just in case he's a little Todd Gurley-ish as the season goes along.
Hey. Gurley's going to be MVP this year.
Bet it for like $2. You get like $300 or something. What's the odds on Gurley?
I like those odds.
Somebody pull it up.
I'm pulling it up as we speak right now, guys. Hang on a sec.
All right,
I might do it just because you said it.
I'm going to do something that just gives me point potential now, and I'm going to pull Harrison Butker right now.
Wow.
First kicker off the bird.
Wow.
I'm going to go Butker.
You love Butker. You have always been so jealous that we didn't take how did the Bears not take a guy named Butker when he was widely available to the league? It's just a shame.
We snatched him off of the Panthers practice squad. True story.
Okay.
I'm trying to find Gurley's odds here. Oh, 200 to 1 for MVP.
There you go.
Yeah, Mitch has better odds, huh?
No, Gurley, 200 to 1 instead of 100 to 1.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. See, me and Jake have a lot to learn from you, Johnny, when it comes to gambling.
Well, I'll just do a quick one, real easy. 200 is bigger than 100.
Michael Scott would say, "Explain this to me like I'm 5 now."
There you go. That was the 5-year-old definition.
Oh, we got to go to
bigger
the
than
lemonade
100.
stand explanation next.
I just bet $5 on Gurley to win the MVP, guys.
Nice. I might follow you
It
up
pays
on
out
that.
$1,000.
Woo, that's a nice little night in Vegas right there. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm going for New
So-
Year's.
I know Greg's not going to like this, but I have a little wager on the White Sox at 41-1 to win the World Series.
I actually put a
Nice.
wager on the White Sox back in February, and it's even more than that. It's like 78.
Really?
Yeah. I forget what it is. I have to look up the ticket because I put it in my little special like futures area of tickets. You know, the ones that aren't pending right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
It's something like 70 or 80-1 or something like that.
Yeah, I got him on.
Do we have any golf fans on here?
Playing.
As far as on the show or in
So-
the chat?
In the chat? No, you guys.
I
So
see.
like 3 months ago, I put money on Bryson DeChambeau to win the Masters at 60-1. He's now like 80-1 or 8-1.
Nice.
I'm going to get a little backup for my quarterback spot, and I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, Carson Wentz.
There you go.
I gotta have a little insurance behind.
Hey,
Kurt.
former MVP as your insurance is pretty good.
The receiving core in Philadelphia is a little sketch right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots good.
Alshon on the trading block. Is that what I saw?
Well, I think he's got some injuries.
Alshon's hurt. Rager's
Jalen
hurt.
Rager's hurt.
Mitch isn't gonna get drafted, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he's gonna.
Why
Get
would he? Honestly,
Hey,
Greg, you sound very disappointed, Greg.
I don't like that he said
please
that.
take him.
I mean, I think there's a possibility that Mitchell Schwartz, the offensive lineman, may get drafted before him. I mean, he's pretty good. He held Von Miller to no sacks in 2 games last year. He's
Listen,
pretty good.
The Trubisky slander. No, we are done because he won the job and Greg was right. No, this is a Trubisky slander free zone here.
I did not necessarily say anything bad about Mitchell
Yeah.
Trubisky. I just said that the
No,
other guy
not
was
very
pretty
good either. So,
All right,
You know,
so
you would think with all your good fortune, we allowed you graciously to take Patrick Mahomes.
I
that you'd be
appreciate
a little
that. After
more
stealing
respectful.
Kelsey, stealing
We did you a
Tyreek, stealing
favor
Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
because
I
we
appreciate
didn't
it.
have Deshaun Watson. The Bears didn't have Deshaun Watson, number 2 on their board. They had your boy. And we thought, no, the Chiefs haven't ever done anything in their lives. Let's give them
Greg.
one.
Greg, let me talk to you. You and John arguing like you're married.
Well,
So this is the guy that
this is real conversation, Eric. You need to calm down.
this
buddy.
is the guy that Joe had talked up earlier. He talked about the young core in Vegas. Brian Edwards will finish
Yes.
above Henry.
I agree.
Ruggs. Market
I
value.
agree. Edwards is going to be a stud.
And
He
then
was in
I
my
gotta
queue.
finish- All right, do I still have one bench spot left, or am I on a defense yet? Oh, I got
I
got
believe.
kicker and defense. All right, so defense. I guess I should sort that. All right, you guys going back to arguing now? I don't care.
No, you're
I'll take
fine.
You can never interrupt the flow of an argument. You
Yeah,
just lose
and
the whole
let's
vibe.
review too, because he's the one that forced us to do this show, and
I
now he yelled at me at least 3 times now on the show.
Oh
You
yeah,
know? This is unacceptable.
that makes sense.
Patriots defense, the number 1 fantasy defense last season. Good choice.
You know what, Joe? They were at the top of the list, so it's okay.
Except for half the defense is sitting out this year.
That's also true.
That's very valid.
Another piece of advice, if anyone's watching, defense is a week-to-week position. You
Right.
just
Exactly.
you stream it. It doesn't make any difference.
Not
Yeah.
when you're playing the Bears and we're playing very favorable teams in the first half of the season in our schedule.
You're right. Actually, you're wrong. No.
So, Eric, by you saying that, should I take the Lions week 1?
There you go.
No, actually, Colts play Jacksonville week 1, so you should take the Colts.
I don't mean to toot the horn of one Joey the Goon from Fantasy Football Goon, but I'm going to continue to follow his lead, and I'm going to take the guy that's sitting on the pine right now waiting to get healthy in Jacksonville, Rykel Armstead.
There you go. And Greg perfectly set me up. You're talking about a guy sitting on the bench. I'm talking about a guy that was on the bench, and now there's a number 1 starting running back left on the board, gentlemen, and I'm drafting him. It's Malcolm Brown from the Rams in LA.
Yep. Joe, I was out of roster spots. Otherwise, I would have drafted him.
Yeah, I'm very happy that he fell.
They had their eye on him too.
They did have their eye on him.
All right, there you go, Eric. I took your advice, buddy. There you go.
There you go, Johnny. Lot of interceptions to be had there.
I'll tell you what, Joe. If you're interested, I'll tell you what. We got some different ideas going forward for the season, and I know you're going to be working hard over there for the fantasy football, and you do a lot of other stuff. I have a stream and everything else for Bears Barn, but what I would offer you, because I know you and Jake have that support group where I talk over you, I would love to be able to bring you on, Braggs, in the stands. You know, you were my co-host, you were my producer, you worked so hard over there. Well, we did that and built this, and I'd love for you to come on and talk Fantasy Football Goon or Fantasy Football with Jake, and I will be in the backstage, and I won't even say a word. I will let you guys have it fun, and then that'll be my gift to you guys for never. Always talking over you. You guys can have a little back and forth on fantasy to get the fans, more informed. Give your show a little plug,
Hey man, if I'm available, I'd love to come on and talk fantasy. I always love it.
Sweet. Well, we definitely got all sorts of fun ideas, and that just came to my head.
I don't know what the schedules are right now for defense.
Well, don't worry about it. Just pick one. Close your
little
eyes.
Little spoiler alert. If you click on the defense and the next to them, it'll show you their schedule.
Oh shit! How did I not know that?
Little what?
A little tip: if you click on their name, it'll show you their schedule.
Mine don't. I don't.
Scroll down.
Oh shit! This is last year's.
Hey,
it should
Greg,
show you. That's weird.
Next year we should get rid of kickers next year.
Yeah, I mean seriously.
Well, what I did I had that first annual Goon Guillotine League draft yesterday, guys. 17 men every week. The lowest scoring team is eliminated, and the players go back to the waiver pool.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Do you guys do fab or do you do waivers?
It's fab. You bet. You get 1,000 fake bucks.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's cool.
How did you set that up? Through what platform?
It's actually through guillotineleagues.com, which is the original place that format started. So pretty cool stuff.
All right. You're almost on the clock, Joe. You won't pick one. Now you are on the clock. What are you thinking here? On your
I got to go.
Sage advice you've given us tonight.
Mm-hmm. It's the last pick, so I'm taking my kicker. I'm going to go with
Taysom Hill, guys.
I'm going to go with Greg the Leg Zuerlein in Dallas now.
So I was down to Greg the Leg and Rodrigo Blankenship.
I love that name. I was going to take him.
I'm taking Rodrigo Blankenship, the guy with the goggles, and he won the job. He got drafted by the Colts. So, let's see what you got.
Did you see this? That Taysom Hill's in the tight end spot?
Yeah, that's what I did not notice that until just now.
That's brilliant.
That's weird.
It popped up.
I mean, I still don't think you're ever going to start.
You know who drafted him is our newest member of the Last Second League, Mark Calhoun. He's a diehard Saints fan, so he's connected when it comes to that, and he knows his stuff, all things Saints. So wild card.
Here's the thing: if Drew Brees were to get hurt, he's basically playing with two quarterbacks then, because he gets started in the tight end spot.
That's pretty incredible.
Well, Jameis Winston's his backup.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
But even still, I mean, if he plays them, and
they'll still use him.
Yeah, Taysom will be in. He gets what? How many plays a game is Taysom average?
So I'm sure
not many.
I'm sure his play package is gonna open up even more than what we saw last year because of all the success they had. I mean, who knows? I guess it depends on the success of the team in general. But the Saints have no problem moving the ball up and down the field.
No doubt about it, man.
All right.
Our draft is set, and that wraps the 2020 Last Second League live fantasy draft, our first ever live show for our fantasy draft. And it's because of our good man down underneath me here on this screen, Eric, my neighbor, my last remaining neighbor. I had three great neighbors: Adam Gray,
Everyone's moving away, Greg. What the hell?
Johnny B, the Chiefs fan on the bottom left, and then of course Eric on the bottom right. And then Adam moved back to Michigan and broke my heart, and Johnny has moved to Cedar Lake and built a nice little man cave that I gotta come check out. But
yeah,
appreciate all you guys tonight. Jimmy, you were very quiet. You were very shy. You know,
plotting.
Jimmy James was the most.
I'm on the West Coast, man. I'm on a 2-hour time delay, so everything's just getting to me. A little bit 2 hours later.
You had saw him, in his days in Bloomington at the University of Indiana. A much different Jimmy James, but we're all grown
blue fames.
We're all grown now.
We're gonna get Jimmy's coming out to Texas though. We're gonna get another Bears fan out here.
I would if I could move the city of Chicago to there's a lot of room in Texas. I'm sure we could find a place for Chicago, but I can't move from here. But I'd love to with all you guys getting down there. The top three guys on the
What if Mitch asked you to move in with him in Texas? Would you do it?
In that hypothetical world, now I'm living with Mitch, and he's got a private jet. We can go to Chicago whenever we want. So that's totally different circumstances.
Everything's bigger in Texas, Greg.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
The stars at night are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas, Greg. Everyone knows that.
That's right. But again, I appreciate you guys doing this. Short notice, I'm popping on. We had some guys that didn't want to come on or might have been too busy, and that's okay. Next year we'll be more prepared, even though we do everything at the last second. So I'm
There's
sure
no way we'll be more prepared.
Zero chance.
Yeah.
So hopefully this was an entertaining show for everybody that hung out in the chat. We still got guys. Chubbs82, this guy's been in my corner.
Chubbs is true blue. He's always here hanging out with us.
He is a rider guy. I just kind of know him here in the last year from my days at Bears Barroom. This guy is a diehard Bears fan, and he's been in my corner the whole way this offseason with this whole Mitchell Trubisky conversation that obviously came to a head once he was announced the QB1, as I've been trying to tell everybody since November, but we don't need to parse into that. Of course, we've heard it all. But I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. It's a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody in the chat hanging out, and especially you guys hanging out this whole show. That's pretty cool of you guys. Alex Acevedo, you're the man. Come by anytime, have a drink. He lives in Bourbon. Alex Acevedo lives in Bourbonnais, so he used to live in the home of the Chicago Bears summer training camp, but
it's not great, just like that.
But yeah, so I guess we'll wrap it up because we got a show on Friday, and I don't want to keep Jake too much with his wife, and everybody else got to get to their families and stuff. But Jake, Jimmy, and myself here at the top of the screen, we've grown up together. We went to elementary school together. We stood up. These guys stood up at some very dear, close friends of mine, and I love you guys very much. I appreciate you guys coming on. And then the bottom of the screen are my new friends that I've been making here in the last few years from different ventures and where I'm living, and I appreciate you guys coming on as well. This is a lot of fun. This is how I want my show to be. Brags in the Stands is all about brags and friends, really, man. So you guys are my crew, and you guys are always welcome on our show. Jake and I are excited to get this thing rolling, and I couldn't think of a better way to do another test run and try to shake the cobwebs loose a little more. So again, I appreciate you guys coming on, and sorry for the 4 others that we were distracting with all our nonsense during this draft, but they might win the championship because of it. Who knows? But look forward.
Definitely not Greg. Definitely not Greg after those auto picks. This worked out perfectly to distract Greg completely.
Hey, I got to and the viewers entertained, so I'll take. I'm the defending champion, so I'm not as stressed this year about it.
The clock's right once every 12 hours.
I'm gonna deal. I'm gonna make some trades. There were no trades last year, so I'm gonna make an effort to make.
Let's make some trades tonight.
argue all night about
Billy is on the block
already.
No chance.
We're just gonna get our trades going for fantasy. But yeah, again, for all you guys listening or tuning in later on, if you happen to want to watch this show later on, we appreciate it, man. We're gonna have some fun here in the years to come. But on Friday night, 7 p.m. Central, we are going to have Chicago Bears very own Tom Waddle joining the team, our first ever guest in our first official launch of Brags in the Stands. I couldn't be more excited. We got a lot of fun ideas, and of course, Johnny B is going to make his. What did you call your segment again, Johnny?
Johnny B for 3.
Johnny B for 3. You better fucking memorize that because you kind of slipped up there. You better write that on or something. But
when it's on, it's on. I don't want to waste the goodness. So Johnny B for 3. When it's time to roll, I'll be ready to roll. You know
Johnny
that.
B for 3. We got the Fantasy Football Goon gonna hop on and give us some knowledge at some point. And then, of course,
Yes.
we're all, if I send you a screen link at any point, you are obligated to just answer it. I don't care what you're doing. If I need you just for 2 seconds, and then I just hang up on you because that's what I need. So you're obligated, and you're as a friend, and you're cursed also as my friend. So again, I appreciate you guys and all the listeners. Again, we will see you Friday night. I know we keep saying for the first official open, we promise no more impromptu shows. Friday night will be the first official launch.
This is one of those times when I would put up a little clock in Greg's corner and say, wrap it up, man.
Bear siren.
Is he
my computer's about to die, so let's wrap this up.
saying bye?
Right now, I don't know how to close a show.
You
So
say
it's
peace out, like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little.
it's hard, you want it to be a perfect
I had-
ending. I want everyone to feel
Cheers, guys.
Tyree.
All
Cheers.
right.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys, and I'm gonna win again. And always.
All right.
No, you're not.
Right on.
We'll see you guys.
Cheers.
If we can